Nice catch. All right, welcome to another edition of Dogs on the Run. He is Mike Cairns. I'm Andy Baskin. It's always great to be with you on Monday morning. From 7 to 8:30 on the show, we like to talk about having no rules. How do you get involved in Dogs on the Run? Well, all you have to do is Skype in at Dogs on the Run or give us a call at 216-431-3820. Of course, the big topic of this show, dogs, the Cleveland Browns, and how they lost yesterday to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's a game I'm still trying to figure out. 32-28 is the final of yesterday's game, and I'm still like, what happened, man?
Yeah, that's a game that we knew they were all should have won. We circled it. Maybe that's the last win of the season. Now that's the last possible win on the schedule as they go on in New England, and probably going to get thumped because we have no idea who's even going to be a quarterback this week for this team. It was just an ugly game. It was a big letdown, and I think Browns fans have hit the breaking point after divisional losses, back-to-back divisional losses. We talked how hyped it was going for Cincinnati. That's all gone. I think Browns fans have finally hit the wall.
There's my vision of yesterday's game is that we see the Brandon Weeden kick back out of the back of the end zone with the safety. By the way, we're getting horrible feedback in our ear. Just
I'm
in case
going to turn my mic on.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, your mic was off?
Yeah, I had to turn it off because I was walking around the newsroom.
No, well, that might that's about the problem.
Yeah.
But my vision now is that when the Browns have finally become a good team, that we will see this highlight of Brandon Weeden kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone for the safety yesterday as the lowest point in Browns history, and they said this is where they were.
When he did that, I was picturing the guy that calls the Chelsea games.
Yes.
Oh, it's all in the back, Brandon Weeden, Chelsea goal! That's all I had. That's all I had because it was embarrassing.
I always thought that was Telemundo.
Is that the guy? Is it
I think
Telemundo?
it's Telemundo guy. Anyways, it doesn't really matter at this point. Your chance to sound off on the Browns today. This morning we've got a full show for you. Betty in Fairport Harbor, you're going to win a T-shirt for being our first caller today. Betty will make sure we get your info. Hi, Betty. How are you?
Hello, Betty.
Well, I haven't had my first cup of coffee yet.
Oh, well,
but I
we're
wanted
glad.
to get in.
We want to share this cup of coffee with you. So go ahead, sound off.
Well, I was very happy. The whole game excited. We were looking really good, except those last 2 minutes. I called long distance to tell my friends, looks like it's a win in our pocket today.
Ooh.
And
When did you do that?
suddenly,
Oh, I'm sorry to
I'm
hear that.
looking up, disappointed. But hey, you know what? Never say never.
There you go, Betty.
I'm
You
still
can be
gonna
optimistic
be a Browns
this morning.
fan.
All right, Betty, I want you to hang on the line. We're going to give you a T-shirt for calling in. Thank you.
All right, go
right.
Browns.
Go
Browns.
Browns. See,
Thanks,
there
Betty.
you go. We start things off with a little bit of optimism this morning. I don't know that I was as optimistic as Betty was. I kept the feeling in the back of my head that the bottom was going to drop out at the end anyways. I go back and I look at that game, and it's that last, minute and a half of the first half that keeps bothering me to no end. And I don't know, and we went back and just watched the tape a couple minutes ago. Is it on Brandon Weeden or are the receivers running the wrong routes? Or is it, because he had time to throw in both instances, so you can't be mad at the offensive line at the end of the first half. But when you go back and watch what happened there, and I'm still trying to figure out where Greg Little was going. I don't know that Jordan Cameron knew the ball was even coming to him.
Yeah, and that first one, you made a good point. We went back and watched the tape just a couple minutes ago. It looks like Greg Little ran the wrong route. It looks like he was supposed to turn that into a sideline route. He turned it up. Brandon Weeden threw a spot throw. He threw to the target, and the target was somebody from the other team.
The hard part about it, though, is this whole notion that they just can't get things done with Brandon Weeden. And I don't know. Is it young, immature wide receivers? Is it not having a running game? What is it? And I wanted to hope that Brandon Weeden could be that guy in the beginning of the season. I think we all did.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the chemistry's not there. Even if the wide receivers are running the wrong routes, even if the offensive line is flailing, the problem for Brandon Weeden is the fact that we've seen two other quarterbacks step up and be effective. And that's the essence for Brandon Weeden. It's not working here. I don't know that it'll ever work here. He needs a change of scenery, and I don't think there's any question about that.
Well, and to add to that, my problem is I don't think the offense has any confidence in Brandon Weeden or wants to play for Brandon Weeden. And there's a couple of throws to Greg Little in that game where they were catches, they were easy body catches. He lets the ball go right through his hands, right through his body, almost like he didn't care. And then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, when they're in the red zone and they need a touchdown, well, a touchdown looks so much sexier than getting a 10-yard, picking up 10 yards
Right.
and keeping the drive alive. Goes and reaches back for a ball and makes a really nice catch for a score. But I think that's more indicative of, and this is in my mindset, have they given up when Brandon Whedon comes in? Are they going, oh my gosh, we have to play over and above to overcompensate for what's coming in there because he's going to make his mistakes?
216-431-3820 is the number to call in. Again, if you Skype, we will give you a T-shirt today. I feel good about that.
Sure.
So if you Skype in your feelings and your emotions about the Browns, please feel free to do so at Dogs on the Run. The other thing, too, is that there are absolutely no rules, and you'll find that as we play Joe Hayden here in about 2 seconds. Let's say good morning to Eric the referee. Hi, Eric the referee. Hi, Eric the referee. Uh-oh, boys and girls, the board doesn't work today. All right, so it's all on you. Eric the
There he
referee.
is.
Hi, Eric.
What were you doing back there? What's going on?
I'm making sure the show runs good. All right.
That did not
Okay.
look like you were making
A
sure.
clean game. Clean game. I want a clean show from you guys.
Oh, okay, thanks. That's what you got for us.
Do you want to break out your new toy today? You want to show everybody what you got?
I got a shiny new whistle.
Hit it,
Yeah,
baby.
let's hear it.
All right, that's all you
Yeah,
got.
That's
good.
outstanding. This is some quality television that we got going on here this morning. Anyways, he's Eric the referee. He'll join us throughout the day. We've got a ton of great stuff for you. Angry Browns fan is all over the place in this show. Do you know that?
Got a Christmas? He's got some kind of Christmas special or some kind of
No, is
some
that what
kind of like, has he got something like the holiday classics with a Cleveland Browns twist? A very angry Browns fan Christmas.
All right.
That's coming up later in the show.
All right, before we do anything, and Eric, I got a call for everything today, just so you know that. Eric, what I want to do first is I want to play Joe Hayden because I think, sometimes we hear athletes go off after a game and they get excited and they say things that they normally wouldn't say. Joe was swearing up a storm after the game yesterday. But you know what I saw? I saw a guy that got burned on the last play of the game when Cecil Shorts got into the end zone. But the issue is more about passion and caring and wanting to go to work every day and giving it your best and hoping that you're going to get better next week. And, we're going to play the uncut version for you right here. This is Joe Hayden after the game, and I think it's 30 seconds. It tells you everything you need to know about the season.
They did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, bro.
Joe, it's been a tough 3 weeks, and you're a good guy to get the read on the room. Can you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We fucking can't stand losing. It hurts. I go out there, put my fucking heart out there every time. And you know what I'm saying? We end up coming up short. It was my fault right there on the touchdown. He ran a good route, good play, good offense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take nothing from our D. We out there every time grinding, fighting, and this shit hurts every time we start losing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we're tired of it, and there's nothing we can say. You're going to come with the same questions every week, and I'm going to give you the same answers. We're going to get better next week. We're going to get better next week. Until we do it, then there's nothing else to talk about. Straight up. Good? All right.
Thanks, Joe.
Mike, you were standing right there. Obviously, we saw you in the background.
Photo
But he talked the week before after the Steelers, and he answers every question. He is at his locker
does.
after every game.
Yep.
He's at his locker at practice. I mean, he's a guy that talks to the media. And, he says the line at the end, he goes, you're going to come up here and ask me the same questions every day. And it does get to that point. How does it get better? What do you see? Because I think people are hinging and trying to just squeak for a little bit more, and they want to feel like this team's getting better, and Joe's a guy that talks. And when you hear Joe leave it, not only leave it out on the field, he knows he got burned on one play.
And he lived up to it. If we played the entire, that was it. That was almost the entire post game that I got from Joe Hayden. There was one more question before he ended it, because he walked through. You saw, but he said, "I got beat. That was a good move that Cecil Shorts made. He beat me. It happens sometimes, and I give him all the credit in the world. The quarterback made the throw. He made the play. What else can I say? I got beat. It's on me. It's completely on me." But then later on, we went back and talked to DeQuell Jackson, and says, that is not true at all. He goes, that's on the defense. That's on the whole defense.
Well, the whole
That
game
might
is on the
one-
defense. Yeah, I'll
that
give
one
that to-
play.
It
I'll
was,
give-
and
but-
Joe got it.
Right, but he got it. But here's what if you're a Browns fan and you don't think this team cares and you listen to Joe Hayden, some people in that locker room still care, and they're fighting. No matter what, as bad as you want to say things are going, if I'm a Browns fan watching that, I'm going, well, at least I know that guy cares. He was choked up. It looked like he was about to cry. He got beat. He atoned for it, but at the same time, this is a guy that, I mean, he just hates losing. You can see it's grinding on these guys as much as it's grinding on the player, or on the fans.
Absolutely. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Again, one of the reasons that this show is unique, there are no rules, and you're not going to hear Joe Hayden talking like that anywhere else. So
you're not going to hear him drop
let's
F-bombs.
talk to Tim in Akron. Hi, Tim. Timothy.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up,
Good.
Tim?
What's going on, Tim?
Hey, great. I just found this. Great. I like this a lot. I've
Nope.
been listening for a little bit.
Call the boss,
Good
man. That's what we
talk.
want to hear. You call the boss.
I mean, it's great. I just change the pace. I like it. I'm definitely dialed in now. You guys are great. My
you've
thing
earned your
is,
T-shirt.
Andy, what?
You've earned your T-shirt. We'll get you a T-shirt.
Yeah,
Tim.
nice
Oh.
job.
Do I get one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll get one. We'll
You'll
put you on
get one.
hold.
Sweet. Hey, no, but my thing is, Andy, I like what you're saying, but I think they got to go out and draft a quarterback. We don't know. I mean, when Brian Hoyer had 3 picks in a game, we still won. I guess it does. I know Joe cares, and I get that because it came down to that play. If he makes that play, we win the game probably. But like I know this is a rough thing to say, but maybe Chud this week will call everybody together. Look, it's a new week. Let's get this going. Either you can cry, you can quit, or you can do something about it. Let's do something about it. Come out against New England and see what they can do. I know it's a tough task, but you know you can't. I guess he does care, and you don't want to give up. You know what I mean? You still play for pride.
Gotcha.
You know?
Hey, Tim, good phone call. Hang on the line. We're going to get you a T-shirt, so I'm putting you back on hold. I see a little bit of what Eric Mangini had his last year, or second to last year, where they had 4 games to go. They had to go out and try to win, and I can see a little bit of that coming from these guys. They will go out and draft a quarterback. That is priority number 1. All right, right now I want to go back to our newsroom, and we're going to check in with Chris Horn. Chris, what's the word on social media this morning?
Well, before I get to that, I want to. Can I throw a flag?
Sure.
Sure.
Where's my T-shirt? I've Skyped in every week since you guys have been giving them
All
away.
right, can we get
and
that?
I have to wear this dumpy stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
There's
And
that
look
on
behind
you.
me. Look behind me.
TV.
Yes. Your shoes, but he gets a shirt.
TV photobomb.
Oh, he has shoes on now. Sorry. Well, still,
Angry-
See, you see where I'm coming from here.
Angry media
Like-
guy.
Where's that? Hey, don't we have a reindeer running around here? Can you get him a T-shirt while we're doing this? Can we get him a T-shirt? Is that possible?
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah, back in the news.
Get
I mean,
one big
Chris
enough.
does work his
You
butt
might
off.
get a special delivery. Let's just put it that way.
He has
Chris.
been an outstanding addition to the show. Chris, I just want you to know that.
Well, he's going to get a special delivery.
We need more from you. We'll come back to you later when we try to get the T-shirt. All right, what's going on social media?
Okay, well, lots of support for Joe Hayden. I mean, I think that, you know, the fan base, instead of, you know, totally venting about how bad it is to lose to the Jags, they're talking about the passion that he and other players have. There's a lot of hope for the direction that the team's in, a lot of patience, which kind of surprised me. And clearly lots of, you know, Whedon stuff.
If you go, speaking of social media, Chris, go if you want to look on my Facebook page, Andy Baskin, WEWS. We posted the soundbite last night in its clarity. Or no, actually, we had it with bites, with beeps in it. Anyways, go back on there, and if you get a chance, take a look at what are your follower, I guess, the people that like me on Facebook. It sounds kind of egotistical, doesn't it?
Your fans.
Thank you, fans, whatever. But what people were writing last night about what Joe Hayden had to say, and I think you'll find that interesting. I think most people will, because I mean, a lot of support for Joe Hayden after what he said. So I thought that was neat.
But you know why that is? Because when they run off the field, win or lose, Joe Hayden stops. He acknowledges the fans. When he's driving out of the facility and there's fans standing at the entrance as he leaves, he pulls across the street to where the fans. He acknowledges and he gets it. He just absolutely gets it. And for a horrible team that's going nowhere and has been horrible since Joe came here, since they drafted him, that's the reason why they like Joe Hayden. That's why he's the most popular guy on the team. Did he make it? Did he get burned yesterday? Yeah, he got burned bad. There's no doubt. But he lived up to it. And if you're a Browns fan and you see that emotion, what more can you ask for besides obviously a win?
All right, Chris, we'll try to get your T-shirt a little bit later. What else is going on social media?
We've got folks looking for next year, of course, you know, playing sort of Monday morning GM. A lot of talk about shoring up the O-line. Clearly they want another quarterback. They got folks calling for the trick shot quarterback next week. I don't know if you guys think that's going to happen
Alex
or not.
Tanny?
No.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him yesterday, I got to be honest with you, but I didn't think we would. I mean, he's throw-alicious. That's what everyone thinks. You remember Kick-alicious.
Throw-alicious.
He's
I'll write that one
throw-alicious.
down.
So At least they have another quarterback on the roster. in
I
case
think
they need-
Jason
Yeah.
Campbell comes back this week. I really do.
And Tanny ends up on the.
And Tanny
and
becomes your
Tanny's
backup, yeah.
inactive next week. I don't.
I think
Unless
he's your
Wheaton can
backup.
play.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to play Wheaton.
There's some suspicion too that his post-game concussion wasn't a result of his play on the field. Perhaps maybe a coach or another player.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. We'll check in with you a little bit later.